Hey guys, what's up? Toboloco here, and today we are finally predicting Euro 2020 as the qualification stage is over, the playoff stage is over. We finally found out the teams that have gone through. Congratulations to Scotland, congratulations to North Macedonia as well, and congratulations to Slovakia as well. So, PES doesn't really have a simulation tool. So the title says predicting Euro 2020 by simulating PES 2020, I guess, or 2021 if you want to call it now. But there's no simulation tool. I scoured the whole thing and there's no simulation tool. If you go to the forward time thing, you go to the next match, and you go to the bottom here, there's no simulation tool. In the game plan, that's just a formation bit. The kickoff, that takes you into the game. So I had to make a compromise. I had to sort of think to myself, how are we going to do this? So usually when a game doesn't have a simulation tool, I have to predict a team that I think are going to get little to zero, basically no points or little to nothing. And sadly, that for Hungarian fans, I think that's going to be Hungary, because the group they're in is just an absolute monster group. I'm not saying Hungary will get 0 points, but it's very likely they could get 0 points. Now, I could have picked North Macedonia, but North Macedonia are in a group with Austria and Ukraine and the Netherlands. The Netherlands will probably beat them, but Austria and Ukraine, you don't really know. But these three teams, France, Germany and Portugal, would probably beat Hungary, more than likely, unless a miracle happens. So we're going to base it off the fact that a miracle aren't going to happen, and plus, Hungary don't really have the capacity or the squad to win the whole tournament, and that's what we're trying to find out here. So what I'm doing is I'm playing it on the hardest difficulty, so that I'll play it, I'll lose or draw a few matches maybe, and then we'll find out after the group stages who will win the tournament and how the game perceives Euro 2020 to go like. Now, you'll probably have to ignore the fact that if I do win a game with Hungary, then it's down to me, the user, so that this simulation will be maybe 90% accurate, if you want to say accurate as in in quotation marks sort of thing. Anyway, we're going to get down to it anyway. I can't wait for Euro 2020 or 21 as they say now. Let's just check on the select side thing if it'll let me do it. See, look, it says here I'm the away team. It won't let me put my controller into the middle. You can hear me press the button. It won't let me put my controller into the middle of the thing. So the only way I could have possibly done this is to simulate every single match, which would have taken ages. I think people probably would have appreciated that more, I guess. But I'm not gonna make about 70 videos saying, oh, this is what happened in this match and this what happened in this match. No, it's sad that PES don't let you do this kind of stuff. This is sort of stuff that you could do in the 90s and the 2000s. It's simulate games and make the computer play games with each other so that you could just watch it. Okay, so we just drew against Portugal. Take it how you want, because I know how you guys are feeling right now. It is a simulation, but I just played the game. So don't really count Hungary's results too much. I'm trying to do them justice, but trying to make it realistic at the same time. If you know what I mean, I'm trying to please both sides here. And it's quite hard to do that. Having no simulation tool is so bad, but I got a draw, and I feel like that is a realistic result, even though it was user involved. So basically, when I was in control of the game. So yeah, I feel that that could be realistic though. So yeah, so here are some of the results if you are interested. So match day 1, this is what the game thinks. Italy will draw against Switzerland 2-2. Wales will draw against Turkey 1-1. Belgium will beat Denmark 2-0. Russia will beat Finland 1-0. Austria will beat the Netherlands 2-0. That's incredible, that is. Ukraine will beat North Macedonia 3-1. Croatia will lose against the Czech Republic 4-1. England will beat Scotland 3-0. I can definitely see that happening. Poland drawing against Slovakia. Spain beating Sweden 1-0. France beating Germany 3-1. And Portugal drawing against Hungary. So some of those results questionable. Some of them more realistic. We'll check the overall group tables after the 3 matches. But this is what the Group F table looks like anyway. Okay, so we got France for the second game. Remember, this is user controlled by me. So if I do get a result, or if I don't get a result, it's not a realistic representation, should you say, of how Hungary will perform in the tournament. You should really take Hungary's results on this simulation and this video as sort of like, yeah, you know, like he's in control of them sort of thing. And I know, like I said, like it's you know, all the rest of the groups, yeah, okay, it's the game doing it, so the game's predicting it. But I'm currently in control of Hungary, but I do not expect to go through.
To the left. Up for the header. He scores.
Okay, second game, I lost 4-0 against France. France literally blew me out the water. Yeah, that's not I mean, in real life, yeah, France could probably beat Hungary 4-0. I'm not saying that Hungary can't get a few goals against France or beat France, but I really did try with this one, and they literally blew me out the water. So yeah, qualification not looking great out the group stage. Match day 2, the game reckons that Italy would beat Turkey 2-0, Switzerland would beat Wales 4-1, Belgium was squeezed by Finland 1-0, Denmark would beat Russia 1-0, North Macedonia would draw against Austria 2-2, Netherlands would beat Ukraine 2-0, England would beat Croatia 1-0, Scotland would beat the Czech Republic 1-0, Spain would beat Poland 1-0, Sweden would beat Slovakia 3-0, France would beat Hungary 4-0, and Germany will lose against Portugal 1-0.
Has a look and has a go. That is absolutely glorious! That is a gem! An absolute gem!
Alright, third result, I managed to beat Germany 2-0, so I hope that gives the Hungarians at least a little bit of pride there. As you can see from one of the goals that I show in the highlights, one of them was an absolute blinder, brilliant shot. So hopefully, I kind of hope that we got through, but I kind of hope we get knocked out, because then we get a true picture of like who gets through or not. So we're going to look at the match day 3 results now. So the game thinks that Wales will beat Italy 2-0. Turkey will beat Switzerland 4-0. Belgium will beat Russia 3-1. Denmark will beat Finland 3-1. Ukraine will beat Austria 1-0. Netherlands will beat North Macedonia 1-0. Scotland will lose against Croatia 2-0. England will beat the Czech Republic 1-0. Poland will beat Sweden 1-0. Spain will beat Slovakia 1-0. France will beat Portugal 2-0, and Hungary, of course, take this one with a pinch of salt that they will beat Germany 2-0. Of course, that's user controlled by me. It predicts that Turkey and Italy will go through on that one, with all of them getting 4 points basically. Just Wales and Switzerland losing out on goal difference. Now, I think third place teams go into like a little. I think they go through, but they go on like a wildcard thing, or like how many goals they conceded or whatever, like something like that, dude, you know, I think it's something like that. Group B, Belgium and Denmark went through comfortably on that one. Russia also, I think, went through on that one, and maybe, I don't know, we'll check it anyway, But Belgium and Denmark in Group B. Group C, Netherlands and Ukraine, that's how the group will look like right now. Austria in 3rd and North Macedonia in 4th. Then Group D, you've got England, Czech Republic, Croatia and Scotland. So Scotland finishing last in there. The first tournament in, 30 odd years or something. Croatia just missing out as well. I think Spain, Poland, Sweden and Slovakia. That group is wide open, really. I think that Spain could probably, like in real life, they could probably have some issues with that group. All those teams could definitely go through. And then this one, the group of death, I managed to finish I managed to finish third, but this was user controlled, so yeah. Germany apparently getting 0 points, Portugal going through second, and France dominating that group as well. But let's have a look at the knockout phase then. So we got, this is what I think is going to happen, Italy versus Ukraine, Sweden versus England, Belgium versus Switzerland, France versus Poland, the Netherlands versus Hungary, user controlled mind you, so yeah, you can either say if you want Hungary there or not. Spain and the Czech Republic, Turkey and Austria, and Denmark and Portugal. We're kind of more interested in the results around Hungary. You know, the top right hand corner doesn't really count because I'm user controlling it. Okay, so the first knockout game I got knocked out, lost against the Netherlands 1-0. I hope that I've actually done Hungary a little bit of justice, and you know, despite the fact that at the start I said that Hungary were going to be sort of the whipping boy and stuff like that in the group. Of course, like I said, I'm the user, so take it how you want it with this side of the tournament with Hungary. Do you think they'll get through? Do you think they won't? Personally, I don't think they won't in a group like that, but you never know. You never know, and I think I've proved it here that you never know what's going to happen in a tournament like this. First knockout round, we got the results here. Italy beating Ukraine 4-0. Sweden beating England 4-1. That is incredible. I think that's a little bit... I think that result is a little bit... like, I don't really like that result. No. Switzerland beating Belgium 3-1. Poland beating France 1-0. Netherlands beating Hungary 1-0. Spain beating the Czech Republic 4-0. Turkey beating Austria on penalties 4-3. Denmark beating Portugal on penalties 6-5. Okay, so I think the simulation has gone a little bit AWOL, but yeah, okay. Since I got knocked out, it's going to simulate the whole tournament. Here we go then. So it thinks that the Netherlands will win against Italy in the final. Now I think that is totally justifiable that the Netherlands could win this tournament, and I think that possibly Italy could go to the final, really. If you look at their path, Italy beat Ukraine 4-0, then they went on to beat Sweden 3-0, and then they went on to beat... I can't really tell from this graph. Switzerland in the semi-final. It's quite hard to follow this. It's not very clear cut here. So the Netherlands went on to beat me. They beat me. Then they went on to beat Spain 2-0. Then they went on to beat Turkey. Yeah, they went on to beat Turkey 1-0 in the semi-finals. Turkey beat Austria on pens. And they also beat Denmark 1-0. Okay, so that's what the game thinks. Anyway, let me know your predictions in the comments below. Let me know your opinions. Did you think this was a good idea? Did you think that I did it right? Did you think I did it wrong? Tell me. Let me know. It's going to have some very mixed opinions on it, because obviously there's no simulation tool unless you get knocked out. It sucks. It sucks, and that's on Konami and Pez right there. That's their fault. But I tried my best with this one anyway. If you did like this video, give it a like and subscribe if you're new here with notifications on. Make sure you turn the notification bell on to get all notification updates on my videos. Keep it loco, and I'll see you again for the next video.